Blessings and good evening to everyone. Tonight is Thursday, the 17th of July. This evening we chanted a few reflections after the evening chanting. And one of them is the reflections on the 4 requisites. And something that we as monks here should contemplate regularly, the reason or how we use the requisites. We have our robes that we wear to cover ourselves, keep ourselves warm enough in the winter, cool enough in the summer, also to keep off any bugs, protect us to a degree, and also for the point of modesty as well, so covering oneself so one can live in society in a polite and respectful manner. We have alms food, which is any food that's left over from the village or the generosity from the lay community who sees it appropriate to bring food to us and offer it to us in the appropriate and proper manner. This food is to keep our bodies functioning, to fuel the body. Then we have our accommodations. Accommodations are our huts in the forest, or here we have a larger community than normal. Some are using separate rooms in the larger buildings. And this again is to keep us warm in the winter, cool in the summer, to have some sort of protection from the elements, from the harshness of what nature can throw at us when we're exposed to the elements. So shelters give us this protection. And finally we have medicines. So for a Buddhist monk, one of the medicines which is outlined in the Anusat, which is the instruction given by the preceptor to the candidate at the end of the ordination, is at the very least we can use fermented urine as medicinal concoction to help with various ailments. But these days we have much more that is provided to us, whether you're speaking about a monastic setting. We have lodgings, we have robes, we have food, and we have medicines provided to us in very generously provided to us by the lay community. But it's something that we reflect on regularly, is what is the function of these 4 separate requisites, groupings of requisites? How are we using them? How are we thinking about our clothing? How are we thinking about the food that we consume? How are we thinking about our lodgings? Do we like them? Do we don't like them? Do we are we content or discontent with them? And something that can extend to the lay life as well. Something that maybe we don't always apply our minds to is being content with what one has in the present moment. So the clothes that you have are good enough. The food that is available is good enough. The house that you're living in is good enough. The medicinal medicines that we have access to is good enough. And this contemplation helps us to become more peaceful and content with what we do have. The opposite of that is the discontented mind, the I want more, I need more, this is not good enough, which tends to lead our mind to suffering and quite literally discontent. So sometimes we have to work hard to cultivate a feeling of contentment with what one has. And for some things we can find that quite easy to do, but maybe there's a few items at home, or there's certain things that we find it really difficult to let go of, or we find ourselves craving for more of. So we're now in the period of the Rains Retreat, and so if you find that you are experiencing craving for something, maybe it's a discontent, maybe it's somewhere you can challenge yourself over the next 3-month period to go without that thing that you're craving, and try and cultivate this contemplation of contentment within the 4 requisites that we have. Even this contemplation, just contemplating contentment, peacefulness with what one has, can lead the mind to tranquility. Your mind is not craving after anything. When one's mind is content, it's free from craving for that period of time. So the more we contemplate these reflections, encourage ourselves to incline our mind to this way of thinking, it does have a great effect on our minds. And this is why we do contemplate these regularly, like chanting them on a regular basis. So for this evening, I'll just say that much, and we can meditate together for the next period of time.